Now, Zig Ziglar says you can't grow if you only do what feels comfortable. You can't grow. You cannot grow if you only do what feels comfortable. I've been there. You've been there. It's so easy to just stay in, we talk about staying in our lane. Now, I believe in staying in our lane, but lane can expand. Okay. We don't want to stay in a lane that's 1 inch wide for years and years and years. We want to expand that lane. We want to expand so that it's inches and yards and miles. Okay. Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 39 of Reset to Reinvent podcast. I am your host, Helen Blocker Adams. We are moving right along in this month of December, and I promised you a month full of dynamic information that will help you get ready for 2026, because I want to make sure that you do not go into the new year, January 1 of 2026, wondering, what am I going to do? What is my game plan? What are my goals? No, you are going to hit the ground running. And what we want to do is get you prepared in this month. Now, I really hope, really hope that you have listened to the other two episodes for this month, episode 37 and 38, because all of them fit together like a puzzle, pieces to a puzzle. And I've mentioned before how much I love puzzles, putting puzzles together, and really wish I had more time to build more puzzles. I remember during the pandemic, I built several puzzles, and one of them, actually, my sister, before she passed away, had given me this particular puzzle that I never did put together, and I did. And then my mom, she put it together, and so that now it's in a frame and it's in my bedroom. So it means a lot. So all of these pieces to this puzzle that we're put together for you for the month of December is designed to help you get ready, and be ready on January 1, 2026. But before we go further, because I'm going to give a recap, just a brief recap of the past two episodes, and then get ready for episode 39. But before we go further, I am very excited to let you know that we have a founding sponsor. We have our first founding sponsor of Reset to Reinvent podcast, and that is Talent Connect. It's a staffing company serving small to mid-sized companies. And if you need payroll, if you need someone to handle your payroll, staffing made simple, resume, business plans, and so much more, go to talentconnectga.net. Talentconnectga.net. Check them out, and let them know that I ask you to contact them. Okay. Yes. So as we go into episode 39, what I want to do is a brief recap. Okay. A brief recap. So we talked about in episode 37, we one of the things that I talked about was that, okay, the fact that there are 5 Mondays, okay, 5 Mondays in the month of December. And so with the new year being right around the corner, Reset to Reinvent podcast wants you to be and get in the right mindset. Set your goals in place, show you how to dream bigger. And we'll talk more about the manifesting dreams over the next 2 weeks. Okay. But today is going to be about goal settings. I've got 8 really good strategies that's going to help you achieve what you want in 2026. Okay. Stay tuned for that. Don't you go away. We also want to talk about strategies on risk taking. And we want to give you permission to just go for it in 2026. All right. Now, episode 37, the topic was key steps to getting your mind right for 2026. Okay. Key steps to getting your mind right in 2026. So that's going to be really important because everything starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. The idea, your dreams, they start in the mind. You can't achieve any goals if you haven't created in your mind what you want those goals to be. Can we agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Now on episode 38, what we did was, and that was last week's episode, guys, if you have not listened or watched on our YouTube channel, episode 38, where we talked about essential approaches to embrace the new thing in your life. That was based on the scripture Isaiah 43:19. Oh my gosh. You just need to stop right now and go back and listen. Okay. It's so important. It's so important. Essential approaches to embrace the new thing in your life. Isaiah 43:19. That was a good episode. Oh my goodness. I had so much fun putting that together because what I talked about was this scripture, Isaiah 43:19, is all about God's plan for your future. Your future. That plan starts with us. Spiritually, He wants to rescue us from the mental bondage. Okay? Let's get out of our head, just like He did with the Israelites. God wants to save His people from bondage to sin, all kinds of sin, pride, selfishness, idolatry, and so on. So that's all I'm going to give you from episode 38. You've got to go back and listen to it or watch it on our YouTube channel because it was good stuff. Okay, it really was good stuff. Yeah, that's all I can say. Isaiah 43:19, a new thing. Okay, a new thing. Now, so for today, we want to talk about goal setting. We want to talk about 8 goal setting strategies to help you achieve what you want in 2026. Okay. Now, Zig Ziglar says you can't grow if you only do what feels comfortable. You can't grow. You cannot grow if you only do what feels comfortable. I've been there. You've been there. It's so easy to just stay in, we talk about staying in our lane. Now, I believe in staying in our lane, but that lane can expand. Okay. We don't want to stay in a lane that's 1 inch wide for years and years and years. We want to expand that lane. We want to expand so that it's inches and yards and miles, okay? But we cannot grow and get to where we really want to be, where God wants us to be, where we're thinking and dreaming of God-sized dream if we just stay in that comfortable place. Okay. Now I realize that comfortable means just that. Okay. Comfortable means, hey, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But do you always just want to be good? Or do you want to be great? Do you want to be greater? Okay. That's what I'm talking about today. Okay. So that comfort zone, we want to push you out of that comfort zone. Okay. You must step into a place that stretches you. And that's what we want. These series of episodes here in the month of December to help you get there. Okay. I really want you to do that. Okay. So now, this week's episode, 8 goal setting strategies to help you to achieve what you want in 2026. Brought to you by Talent Connect. Now, so here's the first one. Okay, so let me say this first. Creating a goal setting strategy for 2026 can be, and I say can because everybody is not going to do what I'm getting ready to share with you. Let me just keep it real. Okay. You're just not going to do it. Now, does it mean you need to do all 8? I recommend that you do because they all work together. But some of us will not do any of this. You'll hear it and you'll say, oh, yeah, that sounds good, Helen, and don't do a thing. Okay. It is what it is. Now, if it's you, maybe I'm stepping on your toes. Yep. I'm stepping on your toes. But this goal setting strategy can be a powerful way to ensure you achieve what you want in the new year. Here is going to be a structured approach to help you set and achieve your goals. So number 1, goal setting strategy number 1. There's 8 of them. And before we go further, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. The number 8, for those of you who have been listening to me and those of you who know me, who have heard me, I love the number 8 is my favorite number. The number 8 is a powerful number. If you research whether it's numerology or the biblical meaning, the scriptural meaning of the number 8 is consistent. It means new beginnings. It means spiritual abundance. It means new opportunities. I wrote down a couple more. I want to make sure. Yes. Spiritual abundance, balance, strength, endless energy, new beginnings. That's what the number 8 means. Okay. And so it just so happens that as I was putting these together and doing my research on giving you some goal setting strategies for this episode, it ended up with 8. Now, how cool is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all work with me. Okay, number 1. The first thing that you got to do, and we talked about this, we have kind of talked about this, I believe, 2 weeks ago. Reflect on 2025. I love the month of December that gives me an opportunity. And you must make time, some quiet time, some uninterrupted time to just sit down and reflect. And you have to write it down. You've got to get your book, get your notebook. You remember now, some of you might want to put it in your notes, and that's fine, just as long as you write it down. Don't try to keep all of this in your head. And for some of us, we might need to go to our day planner. I believe I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. Go into your day planner so that you can see what you've done and some of the things, and what that will do is trigger, oh yeah, this is what I did and this is what happened. So reflect on 2025. Every month, evaluate 2025. What worked well? What were your wins and losses? Small wins, small losses, big wins, big losses, and then learn from those experiences. If something didn't go right in the month of February, and you weren't really happy with the results, well, then you can go back and write down. When you write down and reflect, you're able to say, okay, I did this, so maybe if I do it this way, then it will be better and turn out right in the month of March, April, May, or June. Okay. Identify your lessons. What are the lessons learned? Write down key takeaways that can guide your goals for 2026. Okay. Now, many of us started the year of 2025 in January with resolutions and new goals and new strategies. And if you've noticed that there is one particular business, in addition to the tax season in January that kicks off, but one particular business that just does well in the month of January. And you all know those fitness, whether it's Planet Fitness or any of those fitness companies. I mean, they're getting you in there, and you're saying you're going to lose weight, and you go and get that membership, and 30, 60, maybe 90 days later, you're back to that comfortable spot that you were in the previous year of December. Yeah, all of us have been there, done that. And the fitness companies, they expect that, and that's why they put you on A lot of them you're on a monthly, so a recurring, whether it's $10, $15, $50, whatever a month coming out of your bank account. And a lot of times we don't really think about it, and the money's coming out of our account, and 6 months later, and you realize, man, I only went in the month of January. Okay, so we got to do better this year. Can we agree we've got to do better? Okay, so goal number one, strategy number one is to evaluate 2025, but you got to have some quiet time. Not 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, and you're preparing dinner and you're reflecting. No, no, no. You need the quiet time to do this. You need to sit down and really reflect. This is important. Okay, this is important because this is going to help you go into goals. I'm setting strategy number two, where you're going to define your vision for 2026. What are your long-term goals? Think about where you want to be in 5 years. Think about where you want to be in the year of 2026. Life areas, professional, family, all of that ties in. So the life areas, consider the different aspects of your life: career, health, relationships, personal growth. Do you plan on spending more time reading and maybe getting a coach and getting somebody that can help you in terms of accountability? Do you know some of the if from what I've read and researched, the top millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, high performing athletes, they have a coach or coaches. They have someone that they can bounce ideas off, that they can be able to be accountable. And it's an investment, okay? And that's going to be something that I'll be talking more and be offering some coaching opportunities starting in January. So if there's anybody out there just is thinking of things that they want to be able to do, then keep me in mind, okay? Because I've got a new thing that's getting ready to jump off in the month of January. Can't wait to share that with you. But let's stay focused right now on what we want to do to help you. Okay. Goal setting strategy number two is define your vision. And then when you write all of this down, all of it has to be separate. The career is one aspect. Your health is another aspect. Your relationship, your personal growth, all of those are different. And your goals and the vision will be different, but they should all connect to make you better, to help you achieve what you want in 2026. Okay. Y'all with me? Okay. Number three. Number three is to set SMART goals. Now, when I taught at Virginia College, one of the courses that I taught, it was like a it was like an introduction for new students coming in to help them prepare mentally, strategically, to not only complete their classes but get to where they want to go in terms of achieving their goals. And one of the strategies that we use was called SMART goals. Okay, many of you have probably heard of SMART goals. And SMART goals, it's an acronym. The S is for specific, the M is for measurable, the A is for achievable, the R is for relevant, and then the T is for time bond. Okay, SMART. SMART, SMART goals. And so, what you want to do now, keep in mind, number one, we talked about reflecting on 2025. Okay, number two, we're talking about defining your vision. Now, you can't just write down what your vision is. Okay, I want to lose 30 pounds in the year of 2026. Okay, all right. Just writing that down is not going to be enough. You've got to put a plan together. How many pounds per month? Okay, how are you going to do it? What type of exercises are you going to use? How many times are you going to go to the gym? You with me? Okay, so that's where the SMART goals come in. this is good stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying this, okay? I'm getting you ready so that January 1, 2026, it's going to be no joke. You're going to be on and popping. So specific means clearly define what you want to achieve. And that's going to be in all of the categories that we just talked about. You got to be very, very specific. You can't just say, you don't want to just say, well, I want to make a $100,000 this year in 2026. But in 2025, you made your highest income that you've ever made is 44,000. Now that's a big jump. Now I'm not saying that that's not achievable, but you've got to have a game plan of what is going to help you do that. If it's your current job and you're maxed out at 44, well, you're going to have to get a part-time job. You're going to have to start a part-time business, something. Okay, y'all with me? Okay, so the M is for measurable. You got to determine how you will measure the progress. Okay, you got to measure the progress. And then the third letter, achievable, A for achievable, ensure your goals are realistic and attainable. Okay, now if you say you want to make $100,000 in 2026, but your income on your full-time job bring home not goal, I'm sorry, not gross, but your net bring home is 45,000, for example, where you need 55,000 more. Where's that 55,000 coming from? So is that attainable if you just keep your job and don't do anything else? Okay, y'all with me? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. The R in SMART is relevant. Align your goals with your values and your long-term vision. It has to connect. Things have to connect the relevancy. Now, for me, okay, so you got AI that is, I mean, it's just rampant. Now, everything is AI, and technology and this and that. Now, granted, I am utilizing some aspects of AI that is working very nicely with my goals and my strategies for 2026. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain at this particular point. But I do know that when some people there's now career goals in some of the colleges, be an AI specialist and be an AI guru and all of that. That's not my lane. And then when we talk about stepping out of the comfort zone, that's not a comfort zone that I'm out of my comfort zone that I want to tap into now. Do I want to utilize some of the tools of AI to help me step out of my comfort zone? Yes. And that's going to be some of the things that I'll be talking more about. I'll probably give you a sneak peek of where our podcast is going, where Helen Blocker Adams is going. We're going to be bolder, going to be much bolder and stronger and deliberate and intentional. And there are some AI tools that's helping me get there. Okay. But I don't want to be an AI specialist. Okay. I don't want to be an AI specialist. So for me, in setting the SMART goals, that's not aligning with my goals. So I want you to think about that as you stretch. Think about your goals and make sure that they're in alignment with your values and your long-term vision. And then the T in SMART is time bound. Time bound. Set deadlines for each goal. So you want to set 2026. You want to set your 5-year goals, and then you want to break them down into monthly goals to help you get to where you want to go. Okay, that's the SMART goal strategy. SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. That is the third of 8 goal setting strategies that I want to get you ready for 2026. Number 4 is to break down the goals. There's a term called chunking. You break them down into chunks. Divide your larger goals into smaller, manageable goals. Monthly, weekly targets. Monthly, weekly targets. Create a timeline for when you want to achieve each task. going back to that $100,000 a year. Now, if you already know that your income, $45,000, is the max at your current job, then between now and the end of the year, you've got to come up with some strategies, some new business opportunities, maybe a new part-time job that can help you achieve getting the additional 55,000 that you need. And then if you get paid weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, you break it down that way. Okay. All right. You with me? Now okay, so number 5 is to create an action plan. Your 5 of your goal setting strategies for 2026. Okay. Number 5 is create an action plan. Resources needed. Identify what resources you're going to need: time, money, skills. Okay. Time, as in how much time out of your day or out of your month is it going to take to achieve what you need to achieve? How many books do you need to read so that you can learn to do whatever it is that you want to do? Do you need to take any courses? Do you need to hire a coach that can be able to help you? Do you want to spend money on your personal growth and development? Okay, all of those are ways for you to create that action plan. Your daily habits, establish daily or weekly routines to keep you on track. Now, that's something that I've got to do better. And I'm telling you, by January 1, I'm going to be like a smooth operator, a smooth train going down the railroad track, 1,000 miles an hour. But you got to, family, you've got to have, now routines are not bad things. Routine is like, oh, here we go again type thing. No, no, no. Routine is so that you can stay on track. When you have several different things going on, like, I've got a podcast, so I have to schedule time to record the podcast. We've got to produce it. I've got to sell life insurance. I've got to create this and do this and make phone calls and all of those different things. And there has to be a routine in place so that you can achieve those goals. Okay. And that's something that I'm really buckling down on for me. Okay. Okay. Now, with all of these goal setting strategies that I'm talking about, I'm sure there's a few already that's resonating with you to say, you know what, I need to buckle down and nail that down just a little bit. Because we want to be on January 1, 2026, we want to be ready to go. We want to be on GO. Okay. Now, number 6 is accountability. Now, that's where a lot of us fall short. We don't tell people our goals. We write them down, we keep them to ourselves. And why do we do that? Because we want to stay in our comfort zone. We don't want to risk, gosh, yeah, she said she was going to do this and she fell short again. Okay. Do you think that the people who have been very, very successful, when we think of someone like Hank Aaron, do you know how many strikeouts? Look it up. I don't have that information with me right now, but he struck out more times than he hit home runs. So you've got to risk failure. You got to risk failure. And if you don't swing, you won't hit the ball. Okay. But if you are not accountable to anybody, we don't know how many times you swung. We don't know if you actually went to the gym on the day that you said you were going to go, but you kept it to yourself. Y'all with me? Okay. Oh yeah. This accountability. So get a buddy system. Share your goals with a friend or a mentor. Progress check-ins. Schedule regular check-ins to assess your progress. That's so important. That's so important. And it's so important that it's designed to help you stay on point. And then check this out. If you have a buddy system with someone who's also following these goals, you can be each other's buddy system, accountability partner. Oh my goodness, this is good. Okay, number 7. We're almost through. Number 7 is to stay flexible. Don't beat yourself up if you said that you were going to lose 5 pounds in the month of January and you lost 3. Celebrate the wins of 3 and then make some adjustments in the month of February so that you can play catch up. And then by the end of those 2 months, you average them out. And now you've lost the 5 pounds that you wanted to lose in both months from an average. You got to stay flexible. Okay. That is goal setting strategy number 7. Be flexible, stay flexible, adjust as needed. Okay. Be open to revising your goals if your circumstances change. You know, there's a lot of people that have health challenges. Okay. And there may be times where they can just go. And then it's like a wind up toy and they get a little slow. They get pains and they can't function at their full or even 50% of their capacity. So as a result, some of their goals may just go down in terms of what they needed to achieve, where they're going to have to readjust. And depending on the longevity of that distraction, of that small detour, it's not for you to just say, okay, well, I'm just going to give up all my goals for 2026 and look for 2027. It is what it is. No, that is not the attitude. That is not the attitude. Here's what we want is for you to be flexible and to readjust, and that's okay. That is okay. Okay. Because all we have is one day. All we have is today. All we have is one day, today. That's all we have. So don't beat yourself up. Celebrate your small wins. Oh my goodness. Acknowledge and reward yourself for achieving milestones. I love to celebrate the small wins. I do. And it could be as simple as, remember I mentioned a few minutes ago that I've really got to do a better job of establishing my daily and weekly routines as it relates to the different things that I'm doing. And because I have some big financial goals in 2026. Okay. Huge financial goals. And so I have got to stay on point. Okay. Got to be able to stay on point. So if I accomplished something that has helped me in the area of establishing those routines. Oh yeah, I'm going to celebrate that small win, and it could be a big win. Number 8, goal setting strategies, preparing you for 2026. These are powerful ways to ensure that you achieve what you want in 2026. Are you with me? Number 8 is review regularly. You can't just write down the goals and your vision and put it in that notebook and then fold it up and set it on the counter somewhere and not look at it. No. This needs to be somewhere where you can see it and work on it and tweak it and do whatever you need to do every single day. Oh, Helen, that's a lot of work. Well, yeah, it is. But if you start making it a part of your routine in terms of tracking your numbers and all of that, it's just going to become a part of you, and it's not going to seem so mundane as you start to do those things. Okay, you got to set aside time each month to review your progress and make adjustments. I recommend weekly. Okay, I recommend weekly. Your annual reflection. So by the end of 2026, you're going to reflect on your achievements. You're going to celebrate the wins. You're going to celebrate the losses, because remember, you got to have some losses before you can get some wins. You got to be able to swing the bat before you can get any hits. You got to be able to shoot the basketball if you plan on hitting a three-pointer. Okay, you've got to be able to throw the football. This is football season. You got to be able to throw the football if you expect your receiver to catch it, if you expect to get some touchdowns. Okay, using these sports analogies, y'all with me? I believe you can grasp that. And that's how I want you to grasp your life and your vision and your goals. And these 8 goal setting strategies are designed for you. I recommend that you listen to this to this episode over and over and over again. And I also want to just put it out there. If there's somebody out there that really would like to have a conversation with me, reach out to me at reset to reinvent at gmail.com, reset to reinvent at gmail.com. Let me put together a plan for you, help you, allow me to coach and mentor you. Let's put a game plan together. If there's anybody that wants to do that, now many of you can do this on your own, but for those of you who cannot and you really need somebody to be able to help you, that's where I can come in. Okay. This is what I can be able to help you with. These goal setting strategies are designed to help you. And I'm just so excited about the opportunities. I really are. And as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to be very intentional, be very deliberate, be very intentional, and as it relates to your goals, as it relates to what you want for 2026. When you go over the SMART goals and then writing down your vision and your dreams and writing them down, are they realistic? Are they attainable? Are they specific? And write all of this down, but you gotta take some time to this episode comes out on the I believe it's the 15th of December, that third Monday in December. You've got plenty of time this month. Now, don't wait all the way until December 26th. Okay, you got plenty of time between now and Christmas to put all of this in place, to write down and put a sketch and just write down everything that we've talked about from today. Go back and listen to last week's episode. Get into your head. That new thing that's happening. New thing that's happening. But the new thing can't happen if you don't do anything different. Y'all feel me? And then 2 weeks ago, we talked about the mindset, okay? Getting your mind right. So if you haven't listened to episode 38 and episode 37, go back and listen to them, okay? I absolutely encourage you to do that because all of these are going to tie in. We've got 2 more Mondays in this month. And I'm going to give you more strategies, more ways to dream bigger, to think bigger, to shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars so that you can achieve some of those big goals. I want you to step out. I want you to be obedient to God. I want you to realize that God doesn't want you to just get by. Time out for just getting by. Can we agree with that? Absolutely. Time out for me, time out for you of just getting by. No more. 26 is the year for us to be rich spiritually, financially, economically, all of those things. We're going to be rich in 2026. Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay, as we wrap up today's episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast, I just want to thank you so much. You guys are so inspiring. I want you to realize that you are great. You're greater than great, and I want you to believe that. I want you to believe that what God has for you is for you. I want you to meditate on Isaiah 43:19. Go back and listen to last week's episode so that you can be able to see that, you know what? Yeah, I deserve this. I deserve this. And you do deserve it. You deserve it. Your family deserves it. You deserve it. You have to believe that you deserve it. And there's no limits. There's no limits. There's absolutely no limits. So I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited what these goals can do for you getting ready for 2026. And also, I would love for you to like, subscribe, Share this episode, like, subscribe, Reset to Reinvent podcast, whatever platform you're listening on. Please go to my Reset to Reinvent podcast YouTube channel, subscribe, and because when you subscribe, what it does is make sure that you get those alerts every Monday between 8 and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That way you never miss an episode, okay? All right, so guys, you enjoy the rest of your week. I look forward to seeing you next week, and you deserve to be inspired. Peace.
Today's episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast is brought to you by the Adams Group Agency, developing final experience.